Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome to my third album, which I am calling The Negative and Positive Shadows. So, I've already made two other albums before, and if you haven't checked those out, the links to them will be in the description down below, as well as all the backing tracks that are in this one. And also in the two albums that I did make, the backing track links are in the descriptions in those videos too. Go and check those out because the people that made those backing tracks are absolutely amazing and they deserve all the love and attention. Please. So, I didn't really think I was actually going to make this third one, but I did have a few ideas together, and yeah, they came together, and now here's this third album, The Negative and Positive Shadows. So, this one is about, I'll say, 8 songs. So, the first song is Go Go Go. The second one is Free in the Night. Number 3 is Let Them Be Free. Number 4, It Happens to Us Too. The fifth one is Something, which is the cover of the Beatles classic Something, from, one of George Harrison's best, if not maybe the best Beatles song he ever made. The sixth one is now back to my own material, Try. The seventh one is another cover, which is on a Steven Universe song, I'd Rather Be Me With You, which you guys have heard before, but you never have heard it in this album. And number 8 is actually 2 songs combined. The first part is Love is Powerful, and the second part is In Albany, New York. So those are all the songs in this album. So I really hope you do want to listen to this entire thing, and I really did put a lot of effort into this one, and I really am proud with the way this one turned out. I really am. And I really hope that after learning from the past 2 albums that I made, that this will actually be like the first real great one. And I really hope that this one is seen by a lot more people, because even the first 2 that I made, it was seen by some, but not that many. So again, if you haven't seen those yet, links to them are in the description down below. And again, I don't want to be that desperate guy that goes like, yo, subscribe, please, share this to everyone you find. I don't want to be like that, but it would be nice to get just a little bit more exposure. So please, try and spread this around if you can. Again, I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying it would be nice if you did. I don't know. Again, not forcing, just a suggestion. And yeah, I really do hope you enjoy this. And one more thing. If some of you guys don't get some of the meanings in some of these songs, I will tell you all of them at the very end of this album. So once the last song is done, the outro will just be me giving you the explanations as to what each meaning of the song was. So, you guys ready to listen? Alright, here we go. This is Sam D, The Negative and Positive Shadows. It's there, once again, your text is on my phone. You say, you miss me, I say, leave me alone. I guess you have missed the message I've given you. Our fling is over, and that we are through. But you now say that you'll change today. But is that true? Or just a ruse? You only hear what you wanna hear. You have been spoon-fed all your life, so I'm not gonna give what you think is yours. And you are never gonna be my wife. You have stalked me every day, claiming that our love is meant to be. So if it really is meant to be, then can someone just kill me? I'm sure you found love, but I just don't feel the same, and yet you can't be tamed. So you act like a crazy dame. It was just one night, I was just so sad, but now you can't leave me be. So you are just mad. It was a mistake sleeping with you that day. I guess I know now to not sleep with crazy. You only hear what you wanna hear, and you can't ever take a no. But for the very last time, get away from me. Go, go, go. Find someone willing to put up with you, 'cause I've had enough of the crazy show. But with how you do it, I highly doubt it. So get away from me. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Get away from me. Go, go, go. The Cyclops stared out at the horizon. The bright blue moon made his eye widen. He wished to touch it and taste that freedom, but he was locked away in the Colosseum, kept away from the world to fight for sport, with no one to guide him or give him support. So he lied at night, praying for help. Could anybody save this poor whelp? been through too much for anyone to take, and sooner or later he'd probably break. But even when starving or getting lashed about, he continued to hope and not have any doubt. He'd dream of busting out and running away. It's time for my vengeance to come, he'd say. He'd kill every guard and animal in sight, just to get on the outside, free in the night. If anyone tried to stop him, it'd be a big mistake. He'd rip off heads and make every bone break. It would come at the cost of his humanity, but it would all be worth it just to be free. After a while, he made his plan to escape the Colosseum, to be a free man. He broke off the bars and killed his guards. The rest all woke up, ready to do some harm. The Cyclops came in and began his fight. Kill everyone standing and he'd be free tonight. With all of their weapons, it wouldn't be easy, but he was now tired of backing down easily. Heads ripped and blood spattered in every which way. These arrogant guards should have known his vengeance would come someday. All of the Cyclops' fighting was put to the test. If he succeeded, he could finally rest. But after giving everything that he had left, the wounds were piling up, covering his chest. Finally he was silenced with a sword through the heart. The fight was lost and his hope ripped apart. After it was over, the king had come by. He looked at the Cyclops, happy that he died. You never were meant to be free, you knew it was true. He'd say, who could ever love a freak like you? You never make it out on your own, but you wanted freedom. Don't you know that no one can escape my Colosseum? I will admit this, boy, you put up a good fight, but now you'll never know what it's like to be free in the night. Two destined lovers, wishing to be free. That's all they wanted, so why couldn't you see? Tears coming down on their broken faces. Hate is everywhere, in big and small places. Now you speak up, saying you'll support, but when you know who they are, you will abort. If you care at all, don't put up a wall, 'cause they've had enough and just want to love. It doesn't matter if they don't flatter your little reality. Just let them be. Beth and Mindy, those are their names, but to you it means nothing, and you still bring the flames. You say it's a sin, it's not in God's word, so God has limits on love? Well, that's just absurd. You should know by now that love has no bounds, so let them be free, and don't push them down. I know you were taught one way, but it's not black and white. Love has no limits, so please do what's right. If you care at all, don't put up a wall, 'cause they've had enough and just want to love. It doesn't matter if they don't flatter your little reality. Just let them be.
If you care at all, don't put up a wall, 'cause they've had enough and just wanna love. It doesn't matter if they don't flatter your little reality. Just let them be. There go the girls writing their songs, talking about guys that did them wrong. But when guys try to do the same, we'll get the phrase, you can't complain. All you guys just want the goods, but you never love when you should. But some of us guys love just fine, and we think it's now our time. Yes, we hate guys that abuse so much, but there are girls that do it to us. It doesn't matter what you are, we all share the same scars. Abuse could happen to anyone, to our daughters and our sons. So please open your doors and try to understand us more. We will stand up with you, and we hope you will for us too. No matter what gender you are, we all share the same scars. don't wanna leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in her smile, she knows that I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows me I don't wanna leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know, I don't know. You stick around, now it may show. I don't know, I don't know. Ooh, yeah. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the thing she shows me I don't wanna leave her now. You know I believe in how. Waking up at 8 o'clock, my notebook's laying by my bed. Picking it up with pen in hand, an idea has formed in my head. I know it is hard for most to think up a lot of lyrics. I can't even explain it myself. There are no bluffs or gimmicks. But when the ideas come to you, act upon them when you can. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, even if it's about Bran. It is best to take action now, before the idea goes away. Write it all out while you can, before you lose it today. could maybe be great, but you won't know if you don't try. Ideas are like water, meant to flow, not to evaporate and die. Try, don't let your ideas die. Try, oh try, don't let your creations die. I'd rather be tall, I'd rather be smart, I'd rather be sure you know I care. Wherever you go, whatever you start, I'd rather be sure you know I'm there. I'd rather I always be a part of whatever you do. I'd rather be me with you. Wherever we go, I already trust. I know what to do if it were us. I know what to say, I know how to be. I know your entire syllabus. I can't think of any other thing in the world I would rather do. If I could be, I'd rather be me with you. We are free to be together freely. Love is powerful amongst my friends and family, especially with the one that I want beside me. Cry on me, walk with me, lie with me, talk with me. Love is powerful, especially when it's open, and my caring actions are better than any word spoken. I love you so much. You are my bright light. You're the one I want to rest with through those dark, cold nights. Love is powerful. Love is powerful. care what comes next. As long as we're together, we'll brace through the bad times and the crappy weather. And we'll do it right here in Albany, New York. So let me ask you this: what are you waiting for? Do it right here in Albany, New York. So let me ask you this: what are you waiting for?
Hey, you made it to the end! Look, I really am glad that you watched this from beginning to end. I'm sure not a lot of people would do that, but if you managed to do that, then thank you very much. So again, the backing tracks to all these songs, the links are in the description down below, as well as the other two albums that I made. So now let's get to what each song's meaning is, if you guys are a little confused. So the first one, Go Go Go. This one is basically just a story of one guy who's sad and lonely, decides to have one night of passion with this random girl that he doesn't know anything about, and he figures that after that he can just move on with his life, but this girl doesn't want to move on. Like, no, she feels immediate love right away. And so, now, of course, you would think, oh, okay, so it's just like, can we hang out more, that kind of stuff. But no, it gets like, really stalkerish real fast, like texting him all the time, saying that we're meant to be, that kind of stuff, just after one night. And so the guy's just like, can you please leave me alone? And that's basically what this is. And I know that the title, Go Go Go, kind of sounds like a bad 70s pop song or something like that, but I really do hope you like that first one, and I just felt like that was like the best song to use to begin this album. So, the second one, Free in the Night. This is just a fictional story, and it was about the Cyclops who's imprisoned in this Colosseum, like, I'm sure by a Roman king. It's like a Roman Colosseum. And he's being used as, like, for sport, like, to kill some of the gladiators, just for, for people's enjoyment. And he dreams of there being one night where he could just break out and just be free, like, not being confined in the Colosseum anymore. Like, he just wants freedom. So he forms a plan to, break out, and if anybody tries to stop him, they're dead meat. And of course, there's the lyric, it may come at the cost of his humanity, but it would all be worth it just to be free. So one night, he breaks out, kills his guards, starts, trying to find his way out of the Colosseum, and of course he gets surrounded by lots of other guards. So he fights them off as best he can, but unfortunately, the wounds start, they start piling up, and then finally someone stabs him through the heart, and his vain attempt to escape ends in failure. And of course, at the very end, the king just looks over his corpse, and the last few lyrics is just him mocking him, like, no one can escape my Colosseum, and like, look, you did put up a good fight, but you'll never be free. Now you'll never know what it's like. So, that's the song. That's the meaning. Okay, the third one is Let Them Be Free. And I know this one has free in it too, but this one's a different kind of freedom. Like, the other one is just like, I don't want to be in this, confined prison anymore, for your pleasure. I'm going to escape. Like, that's what Free the Night is about. Let Them Be Free is about really just free, like, being free to love whoever you want to love. Like, basically, this is just a song for the people in the LGBTQ plus community. I'm sorry for muffing that up, but it's basically for anybody that's into the same gender, like, gay couples, lesbians. And of course, at the beginning, it makes it seem like that, oh, I'm talking about like a straight couple that's not allowed to love. And then there's somebody like, oh, okay, I'll support you. But then when I tell you that, oh, actually they're gay, then you're like, oh, I'm not going to support that. So, and then the rest of the song is basically just, look at them. Beth and Mindy, they just want to love and they don't want to get harassed. They don't want to get abused just because they happen to love each other. And the ending is really just like, for anybody that doesn't really know too well about this stuff, you can learn about it. And there really shouldn't be any limits on love at all. There really shouldn't. And to say that, oh, it's God's word, it's a sin, like, really? Would God, the person that loves everyone, and I mean everyone, would he really want to limit love? I don't think so. So, yeah, that's the meaning of Let Them Be Free. And again, this is really just like, for anybody that doesn't understand, like, gay couples or anything like that, like, you can always learn about it. You can. Like, there's like thousands, like millions of gay couples out there, I'm sure. And anybody can learn about it. Like, hell, I had to learn about it myself. I didn't know this was a real thing until, like, I got exposed to the internet. And I actually have warmed up to it. Like, I do support it. Like, why do you think I put Luce and Willow on my top 5, cartoon ships of all time? Because I don't care if they're girls. The relationship is great. I mean, it's not romantic just yet. I mean, like, there's still signs of it. I mean, of course, season 2 will come in soon. But you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah. Basically, don't limit love. Don't be a homophobe. Please, please learn about it. And just leave them alone and let them be free to love whoever they want to love. So, now the fourth one, it happens to all of us, too. Now, this one is really just about a double standard that people have said. Like, there's a lot of news out there where women come forward and, accuse people, let's say, corporate businessmen, some people in the movie business, or some people in politics, and they come out and say, oh, this person raped, assaulted, harassed me, and he's trying to, get by and thinks he can get away with it. And look, my opinion on that is I will support the women that come forward about this if they actually do have some proof about it. Like, I mean, like, it's great to, show some blind support, I guess. Like, especially with someone that you care about, like a friend or a family member. But, again, you really have to, look at everything. You have to be able to look at every single detail. And if they are telling the truth, fantastic. But if they're doing it just to, trying to spite someone, trying to bring them down and, ruin them or anything like that, then I can't support that. But the point of the video, point of the song is, there's some people that support women when they do that, but there's some people that don't support men that do that, because men do face this too. Not everyone, and again, the same thing with women. Not everyone has this happen to them, but there's some that do. And again, there's some that do tell the truth, and then there's some that don't. But this is really just about if you are able to, if you are, if it's easy for you to, support a woman when she's, trying to come forward and say, oh, this happened to me, why can't you do the same thing for a guy? Especially if he's telling the truth. So, it basically is saying, it doesn't matter what you are, any abuse victim, abuse victims are genderless. It doesn't matter what you are. Anybody could be abused. I really do wish that no one could ever be abused, but yeah, there it is. So, again, I'm not trying to, be controversial or anything like that. This is just what I think, and as being someone who's, Catholic, and not exactly that religious, but I'll pray to God every once in a while, and there were actually times I used to pray, to God during baseball games. Like, say there was a blowout inning, and I'm, on defense, say at first base, and I'm like, please, God, we've already given up, 6 runs already, just please get us out of this. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but, it happens. So that's what the fourth song is about. Please, if you really want to show that kind of support to a woman when she's, accusing somebody of sexual harassment, particularly a guy, please try and do the same to guys too, because guys do get harassed a lot by not just women, but guys as well. So it does happen. So don't be thinking that it's just, oh, it only happens to women and that's it. No, it happens to guys too. And no matter what kind of abuse it is, whether it's mental, verbal, physical abuse, whatever it is. And this isn't really like a personal story about me. This is just for like any man out there that's had to deal with this, you know. Okay, so that's the first four, and that's like the negative shadows. That's why this album is called the negative and positive shadows, because the first four are the negative songs. You know, ones that like, you know, try and speak a message and, you know, talk about some dark subject matter. Okay, not too dark, but, you know, just something to get you thinking. Now, the last few songs, Something, Try, I'd Rather Be Me With You, and, of course, the Love is Powerful and In Albany, New York, that's the positive part of this album. So, of course, Something, I think a lot of you already know the meaning of that one. It's one of the greatest Beatles songs ever, probably the best that George Harrison ever made, and it's one of the few love songs out there that didn't have to, like, actually have the word love in it. I mean, there's love verb, but, like, the rest of it is just, like, something in the way that, you know, you move, something in the way, you know, your style, there's something just about it, you know. It's very simple lyrics, very simple melody. It's one of the best Beatles songs ever. It's one of my personal favorite songs ever. Not just Beatles history, but just in songs in general. So, yeah, there it is. And I thought it would be nice to make a cover of it. Now, number 6, back to my own material, Try. Now, this one is just basically for anybody that's afraid to, like, express their creativity and imagination. Like, that's something that I had to deal with, too, because I did make my first YouTube channel, like, around September 2nd, 2014, but I never made any videos on it for over a year, because, again, I was afraid of, like, what would happen if I show my face to you guys. Like, would you guys hate me or anything like that? Like, there's all these different, you know, thoughts, all this doubt. But the song is basically just, no matter what you do, if you're making a song or you're making a novel, making a fan fiction or anything like that, like, do it. Like, you're allowed to express yourself. Like, don't be afraid to do that. And it doesn't really matter if it's good or bad. I mean, like, when you do make it and people do give you feedback on it, like, you know, positive feedback or constructive criticism, yeah, listen to that. And of course there could be, and, you know, of course there are going to be the people that say, you suck, go die. But that happens to everyone, no matter what. Like, making books, making music, you know, it doesn't have to, like, you know, be like literary stuff like that. It can also, like, you know, sports, like some people saying you're not good enough, like, but you never will know if you don't try. So don't let those ambitions, those ideas, all that potential creations die. Just let it actually come out. So just put some effort in there, and yeah, just, again, try. Alright, so the 7th one is I'd Rather Be Me With You, which is a cover of the Steven Universe song that was in one of the episodes in Steven Universe Future. I forgot what the episode's name was. It'll probably be somewhere here. But that one is basically just, you know, it's a simple love song. Like, I'd rather be, like, 100% myself with you. Like, again, it's a really nice song. Not too long, but it's not super duper short either. It's simple, to the point, and it's one of the sweetest songs that Steven Universe ever made. Again, I really do have to applaud Rebecca Sugar and her team, and also the singer who also played, you know, who was the voice actor of Steven Universe, and I'm going to try and say his name right. Zach Callison? I hope I said that right, because I do remember I made a Steven Universe double episode review before, and I got his name wrong, and I was called out for it, so I hope I did say that right. So, yeah. Zach Callison, I hope that's how you say it. But yeah, very nice song, and I did it before, like, I did a snippet of it in my top 5 cartoon ships ever, and then I also gave you the entire cover of it in a separate video, but this time it's just in the album for you guys, and so I hope you did like that one. And now, finally, the last part, which is Love is Powerful and In Albany, New York. And Love is Powerful, the meaning's kind of in there, like, no matter what it is. Friends, family, it's always powerful, especially with the person that you love the most. And in Albany, New York, that's basically just, no matter what comes our way, you know, what kind of weather we face, we'll get through it together. And, you know, what are we waiting for? Let's do it. So, yeah, those are the meanings for all the songs in this one. Like, 2 covers, and the rest are, you know, original material based on the backing tracks that I found online. Again, backing track links are in the description down below, as well as the other 2 albums that I made. And in those videos, too, the backing track links to all of them are also in the description, too. So, yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed this album. And if you did, give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like, please give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought. Like, if there were some songs that you liked and some that you thought could be, tinkered with more. Like, let me know, please. I really do love feedback, no matter what it is. Like, whether it's positive or constructive criticism, I'll take it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, my name is Sam, and good night, everybody.